we're going to talk about another route structure for the CCAs, and that is the dismount routes. Okay, the dismount routes basically is exactly what it means. You park the truck in front of your stop, you dismount, and you get out. You walk up the steps, so you go into the business, you come back out to the truck, you take off to your next location. It's an easy route structure, but it can get difficult because the line of travel is not necessarily the way it would be in a parking loop. In a parking loop, you would start on one side, go down that side, turn around and come back down the other side. Most of the time, that is the residential setup, okay? If they don't have mailboxes on the curb. So with dismount routes, usually this route setup is a little bit tricky. They tell you in the academy that all you have to do is go to the end of the road and then you continue to make right turns. You make those right turns and then you follow the mail along with those right turns. It's not always that easy. From my experience in my office, most of the dismount routes are all over the place. You may get down to a road and you dismount one location and then you have to maybe go up the street, make a left, and then get to your next location. So it's not box, 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 box. It's like spot, 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 spot. So that's how dismount routes go. The crazy thing about dismount routes is it's actually a lot more physical than a parking loop. Strangely enough, like in my city, for example, we have a lot of hills. So on a standard dismount route, you would have to park in front of the house, walk up the stairs to the location, drop the mail in the box or in the door slot, and you have to walk back down those stairs, pull up a little bit to the next house, and then repeat the same thing because the yards are not connected. So you can't walk up one house and then stay up the hill and continue to hit all those boxes until you come back down. It ain't gonna work like that. And if you try to do that, you're gonna end up hurting yourself and you ain't gonna be a mailman for too much longer. So a further breakdown of a dismount route would be the dismount route includes designated points where the carrier parks the vehicle and continues on foot to deliver the mail. These points are strategically placed to minimize walk-in distances and optimize delivery efficiency. They are typically located at the beginning or end of a segment or at specific intervals along the route. Thing is about dismount routes is usually the whole route is not dismount. There may be a mixture of things going on. Like for example, you get to your first stop. The first quarter of the route may be dismount. You might have a little bit of curbside and then it goes back to dismount again and you might have one parking loop, okay? So dismount routes usually aren't dismount the whole way, all right? Parking loop routes are typically the same way throughout, okay? But every route is different. Depending on the neighborhood, depending on the area, it's all different. But dismount routes are usually a mixture of things, all right? So be prepared to do a parking loop when you go to a dismount route. It may be small. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little parking loop. It might be one, maybe two parking loops inside of the whole dismount route. But the next thing about dismount routes is you have to make sure that if you're going inside of a business dismounting mail, you want to park the truck, curb the tires, take the keys out, lock the door and everything, because when you go inside that business, you won't have access to the truck as far as what your eyes can see. So sometimes the typical scenario would be if you are delivering mail, let's say at a gas station or something, you got to get out of the truck, you walk into the gas station to drop the mail off. If the truck is unlocked and you have people walking around the truck and somebody may be watching you, so they may watch you get out of the truck, go in the inside. They have enough time to get out of their car or walk up to the truck, grab something, get in the car and leave without you even knowing that it even happened, especially with the types of carriers that like to get out and congregate with the people and everything and provide some excellent customer service, because I talk to everybody that I deliver mail to. You want to make sure that truck is secured when you are walking away and you're not going to be around the truck and you don't have eyes on the truck, okay? On dismount routes, I usually don't have a problem with dogs and animals, okay? Because you can assess the situation right when you pull up. When you pull up, honk the horn, or you pull up and you peep out the scene, and you're looking for things that you are looking for things that may look like, you know, it gives off those dog vibes, you can easily just rubber band that mail up, pull up to another stop and continue. You won't usually be caught by surprise on dismount routes because you can always assess the situation before you get out of the truck. Also with dismount routes, you have the opportunity to sit in the truck, get things together, like you can get forms together and stuff like that. You can really have an organized day, okay, on the street. So you don't have to do a whole lot of preparation in the office because most of the time you're going to be in and out of the truck constantly, in and out of the truck. So it gives you the opportunity to sort of skip a few things that you would do in the morning time in the office when you're about to run a parking loop, because you have access to everything in the truck at all times. But this video is short, okay guys? Just wanted to go over the dismount thing. I hope y'all have a good day. See you next time on the channel. Subscribe, like the channel. Have a good day, okay? See you later.